The rise of Rodrigo Duterte to the presidency in 2016 reignited the shimmering sentiment of many Bisdak and Cebuanon to not just be represented in the national leadership but also be distinguished and detached from what they perceive as Imperial Manila. Cebu City is received as the counterpart of the country's capital, Manila. Cebu City is the seat of government of the province of Cebu and is the regional center of Central Visayas. It is the fifth most populated city in the country and the most populous in the Visayas. The 1987 Constitution appointed the city into two legislative districts, the first district called North District and the second district called South District. Competition in local election in Cebu City has always been among the same political families, the Osmeñas, the Ramas, the Cuencos, and the Dilmars. Though there have been moments of accommodation and forced coalition between rival families, politics in the city highly characterized by a constant switching of alliances. Both Tommy Osmeña and Mike Rama have served Cebu City for the most of their lives. Sergio Osmeña Sr., the grand old man of Cebu, paved the way for their family's ascent to becoming one of Cebu's most powerful political clans. Sergio Sr. established the city's periodical El Niño Día in 19,000 with the financing of his future father-in-law. From that time, the Osmeñas' business grew immensely and the family expanded their network to Cebu's urban commercial elite. This would then play a critical role in the successive election of Sergio's junior son, Tommy, as Cebu City mayor. At a young age, he, together with his four siblings, was already a staple in their father's political campaigns. Tommy, fourth among the five children of Serging, was usually seen rubbing elbows with a supporter of his father. Among his siblings, he was the only one schooled in the Philippines, a decision Tommy made for himself. Tommy ran as a mayor in 1987 and eventually won. He has been mayor of Cebu City ever since, excluding term limits breaks. Like Tommy, Mike Rama belongs to the third generation as a political family. However, the political career of Rama is not as vibrant as the Osmeñas. Mike's grandfather, Don Vicente Rama, was hailed the father of Cebu City for his initiative to recognize the city, which was finally realized through the passage of Commonwealth Act No. 58 in 1936. Mike's political career began when he replaced Clemente Rama, his uncle and a veteran councilor, in 1992. Mike's father, Fernando Rama, also served as a councilor of Cebu City. While the Ramas attempted to create a name for themselves in politics, Don Vicente's careers as a writer and a journalist was insufficient to create a network that facilitated the transfer of political spoils and electoral guarantees similar to what the Osmeñas were able to build. Tommy and Mike succeeded in continuing their respective families' hold on power and position in the city. Both served from three successive terms. Tommy served as mayor from 1987 to 1995 and was again successful in his second bid for the mayoral seat from 2001 to 2010. Tommy, however, was not able to complete his third term. Diagnosed with colon cancer, he was forced to seek medical treatment in the United States in 2008. Hence, the trajectory of Mike's political career followed the traditional route of rising through the ranks. From 1992 to 2001, he served as a city councilor and was later elected vice mayor in 2001, a position he held until 2010. Because of their good partnerships, Mark was endorsed by Tommy as his successor as mayor of Cebu City during the 2010 election. Switching of alliances is not new in the Philippine politics. Gilvlet said 1995 explained that functional politics is grounded on competing in the interest and personal rivalries between two leaders. Tommy saw Mike as a deserving of the opportunity to become mayor of the city since the latter had been in service for more than 2 decades. Tommy as mayor once again in 2013. Mike turned against Tommy and his local party in 2012. Mike took his oath as a member of the United Nationalist Alliance or UNA as revived the regional party Partido Panghinughan. Osmeña, on the other hand, has always been backed by the Dilmars, who cemented the hold of the congressional seat in the 1st District. Incumbent 1st District Representative Raul Dermal is Tommy's cousin. Political machines are organizations specially formed during election to work for the victory of a candidate through the dispensation of money, goods, and services delivered via successful brokerage. Tommy was able to secure a stronghold of Kagaman votes by excessively utilizing the BOPK, a kinship network rooted on the rule of leaders, local brokers, as their family in brokering. Mike's incumbency advantage and support from the barangay captains was no match against Tommy's trump card, an established machinery of loyal supporters and leaders complemented by the successful brokerage of two incumbent district representatives as well as the support of the Iglesia ni Cristo Church of Christ or INC, known for their practice of block voting. The endorsement of candidate by the INC has been a pivotal, powerful tradition in Cebu City politics. The endorsement of the INC are announced of a couple of days prior to the election day. As mentioned, political families has been and remain dominant in the local politics in Cebu City. Nonetheless, despite all the political maneuvering, the history of Cebu City politics is a testament to how Bando Osmeña managed to survive and maintain influence over 3 generations. In reality, political parties operates in the absence of ideologies characterized by the shifting characters of membership and leadership and run by political elites and wealthy families.
The INC factor. Despite the constitutional provision on the separation of the church and the state, the involvement of religious organization in the Philippine politics, especially during election season, has been a common practice. Candidates, particularly at national level, seek the support of prominent religious group and sect in the hope of benefiting from the block voting practice by some religious organization. The Iglesia ni Cristo has been known for delivering votes through religious command. Former President Joseph Estrada and Gloria Macapagal Arroyo won election with the help of the INC. There is a paucity of research on the extent and effectivity of the block voting of the INC in the local election in the Philippines. For the first time, INC openly endorsed a candidate during 1961 national election. Serging Osmeña ran as an independent candidate and unexpectedly placed second in the vice presidential race thanks to the support of Iglesia ni Cristo. The INC has long been involved in the politics, especially in both national and local campaigns. Local branches of INC follow the directives of their national leaders in choosing whom to vote for the national and local position. While the INC remains a minority religious organization, its endorsement is sought by many candidates. In the 2016 rematch between Mike and Tommy, the former had the incumbency advantage, but it proved insufficient against the latter traditional political network. In addition, Tommy had the advantage of the skill and character which he had honed through the years. Running similar populist campaigns, the match between Mike and Tommy was determined by the latter's skillful craftsmanship and use of image and machinery. Tommy's image of the strongman was warmly embraced by the Cebuanons and seemingly resonated the tone of the presidential campaign set by fellow bisdak Rodrigo Duterte. Upon regaining the mayoral seat in 2016, Tommy immediately and devotedly worked as the benevolent disciplinarian that he presented himself to be during the campaign. Softening his strongman image, Tommy's team almost religiously responded to the messages of their constituents by embracing social media. It was through Facebook that netizens expressed her wish to have the city public library be open 24/7 to accommodate students. Apart from using Facebook as a means to directly communicate with his constituents, Tommy also used the platform to attack his opponents. While clientelism threatens the mutual relationship that often exists exclusively between patrons and clients, it can create intermediary roles that serves clientelist interests. Clientelism, on one hand, refers to the personalistic relationship between persons of a higher social status and those of a lower social status. This relationship is entirely based on reciprocity, contingency, hierarchy, and iteration. Brokerage is one of the rules which municipal clients perform to mobilize support for provincial candidates. In addition,
Local power brokers in town used the resources to deliver votes for their provincial patrons.